Well, there's been another situation involving police and resulting in the death of a black man. Now, of course, many here in the nation are still trying to cope with the Tyree Nichols situation out of Memphis, Tennessee. Now, here's another situation. 6 North Carolina police officers, mostly white, have been put on leave after a video showed the deadly tasing of a black man who had complained of heart problems. 32-year-old Daryl Tyree Williams died in Raleigh, North Carolina, in a hospital back on January 17th after the police officers tased him multiple times during an attempted arrest for alleged drug possession, that according to the New York Post. Now,
it starts with officers approaching cars in the Supreme Sweepstakes parking lot before they approach a man appearing to have been a passenger in Daryl Williams' car.
Hey, what's going on?
Within moments, police approach 32-year-old Daryl Williams near his vehicle.
Keep both of your hands on the car. If you can't listen to my instructions, I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Officers start checking Williams' pockets when they find a dollar bill with a white powdery substance. Within moments, Williams bolts from officers. A long, intense struggle with officers ensues, and the first taser is deployed. You can hear that first taser go off and see it in the officer's hands.
Hands behind your back now.
With Williams on the ground, officers then surround him.
Yo, come get him.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put his heel. Put your hand behind your back.
You can hear during that long struggle, Williams cry out that he has a heart condition.
You're gonna get tased again. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back now. 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your back now. Hands behind your back. Release your hands.
As Williams is on the ground for close to 5 minutes surrounded by officers.
Hey, Bo. Hey, Bo, wake up.
You can see at least one taser probe in his bare back. After being shocked 3 times, Williams is motionless. Try CPR on Williams. He was pronounced dead at a hospital an hour later.
An area that said they've had a history of high crime and a lot of violations there. Now, police say they spotted Williams in the vehicle with marijuana and an open container of alcohol and a controlled substance. Now, reports are indicating that when Williams was forced to the ground, placed on the ground, they continued to ask him to put his hands behind his back. The video shows that he may or may not have complied, but they repeatedly tased him, and Williams was heard saying, "I've got heart problems," but eventually they tased him, and he reportedly died right there at the scene. And you can see in this video where police began to realize what had happened, and of course they call for medical assistance. But once again, the investigation continues. The NAACP very much involved, and now many are watching and wondering, did this have to happen? Now, just because he may have had possession of marijuana and all these type of drugs and alcohol, should it have led to his death? 32-year-old Daryl Tyree Williams. Will continue following this story out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Well, you've been listening to the Mighty Media GFN News Update. I'm Robert Ashley.